In anticipation of UFC Fight Night Brunson versus Shahbazyan coming up tomorrow night, I've decided to make a video about the betting odds and the predictions I've made. Now, this is my first betting odds video, so I apologize if it's a little sloppy. I've got my notes here in front of me. There's a lot of numbers on them. I can't possibly remember them all, so I'm going to be looking away a lot. Plus, there's a storm brewing outside, pretty bad one. You might hear some thunder in the background. I apologize for that too. But anyway, enough inconveniences, enough sorries. Let's get into it. So here is a steal of my prediction video earlier. You'll see that I only really did the 5 main card fights. And I also threw in Ed Herman. That's because I chose only favorites in the main card. Ed Herman's an underdog, and I felt the need to throw an underdog in there. So let's assume that all 6 of these guys win their fights. And if so, here's the payouts. You will see that if all 6 of these guys win their fight, then you would, if you bet $100 individually on each one of these fights, you would risk $600, but you would walk away with $421.50 extra. And not too bad. However, I'm not completely confident on all these picks, and I doubt I'm going to get them all right. But if they do all come out right, that would be your payout. Furthermore, if you were to put $100 down on a parlay on all 6 of these fights, then and all of them won, then you will walk away with $1,995.21. Not too bad for a risk of 100, but you're probably going to lose that 100. All right, now let's look at my qualifications, how I've done on the past 2 events. The most recent one, of course, was Whittaker versus Teal. I did pretty good there. 7 main card fights, and of those I got 6 out of 7 right. Here's the steal from that prediction video. As you can see, Marina Rodriguez was the one who was unable to pull through for me. But if you made a single $100 bet on each of these 7 fights, you would have risked $700 and walked away with a profit of $437.90. I guess that's not too bad. I'd like to point out that my man Khamzat Chimaev would have returned a whopping $8.30. I guess that was a pretty easy one to call. Now, if you were to have parlayed $100 on these 7 fights, well, you wouldn't have won because Marina wasn't able to win her fight. But had she won, then you would have gotten $4,479.83. If I had made that bet, I would have been sick watching that fight. One more, just for fun. Let's imagine you made a $100 bet on all the fights and bet on the favorites in each one. If you had done that, here we go, let's pull up those figures, those odds. If you had done that, you would have risked $1,400. That was a lengthy card, a lot of fights. Risked $1,400 and left with a profit of $248.10. Moving on to the next event, which was UFC Fight Island Figueiredo versus Benavidez. And we'll do the same thing. We'll look at my picks individually, my picks parlayed, and then if you would bet on all the favorites. So first off, here's the steal from that prediction video. And if you had bet $100 on each one of these 5 fights, then you would have walked away with a profit of $526.40. Now, I got all of those right, which makes the parlay pretty interesting. If you were to parlay $100 on these 5 fighters winning, you would have won $3,139.78. Kind of wish I had done that. Moving on, if you had made a single $100 bet on all the fights on the card, on only favorites, let's pull those up, well, you would have actually lost money here. You would have walked away losing $73.80. Now, I've never been a very good gambler. My hands start to shake, I get all sweaty, and I'm certainly not encouraging anybody to start betting your money either. But if you're going to, I do think that you could find some worse information. Now, let's look forward to this Saturday, seeing how right my predictions were, how much money we could have won or lost. Till next time.
Whoosh.